was supposed to be something else completely, but we there has been a major update that I want to share. It's my fucking food. Not even my fucking food. My fucking phone would just sit the fuck still for like 5 seconds. Damn. Okay, so this is not straight. I'm sorry. Were we ever straight? Anyway, I need y'all to be here. This is urgent, but not urgent, but urgent. There will be a Gotcha stream after this, but I have to talk about this now. Shit. Let me put y'all on the computer so that I can see y'all better. There is major news that I must share. YouTube, y'all shit is broken. Fix it. Alright. So, I had discovered something. Where's my scarf? I'm not about to deal with this with my fucking hair. It's pissing me off. Yes, I'm self-conscious about my hair. Fight me. So y'all know how there's that subreddit I told y'all about, the new one that was made by the 14-year-old who started fucking harassing me for no fucking reason. So I goes on there. Crystal made a post. And it was a shocking post. So let me read it. Because this was recent. It was 41 minutes ago. So let me read the post. The caption, the title states, and I quote, "Hey, I know I never post here, but I wanted to say something that I refrained from saying for a long time." Let's read it. Here's what it says. Here's what they said. Can we, have the subreddit taken down? Y'all heard me say that. Crystal asks, can they have the subreddit taken down? Yeah. Are we shocked? I'm shocked. But there's more. Yeah, I know. Surprising words coming from someone like me who is literally Poisonous Milk's number one hater. Number one enemy. My bad. I love how Crystal deems themselves as my number one enemy. Okay. But I genuinely mean it. Remember how I made that huge post acknowledging that she made a rant on me? And I did, and that video is still up. And yeah, I admit it. I was pretty fucked up back then, but there's no excuse for my actions. But I specifically said one thing at the end. Do not entertain the drama. That means no harassment, no interactions, nothing. I've moved on by now. But for you guys in this subreddit, I'm deeply disappointed. Now, we all heard what I just said, right? Okay. And there's more. Because you directly disrespected my only wish when I made that final post on Poisonous Milk back then, before being stupid enough to accuse her of stealing my design when I was completely wrong. See. This is the shit I be talking about. Crystal fucking admitted that they were wrong about me stealing their fucking design. See? I told y'all. And we went over it in a live stream. I told y'all. Fucking accusing me of stealing Simon's design. Knowing that they were fucking bullshitting. Anyway, continuing. And yeah, I know she could be reading this. I do admit I was wrong back then. As you should, bitch. Because you know you fucked up. You were wrong as hell. But I'm going to continue anyway. Because I'm being petty right now. Anyway. But let me be clear. I'm trying my best to completely move on from this and forget everything, but by making this subreddit, you're just making everything worse for not just her, but for me. Okay. You're causing this drama to continue on without an ending. I've stayed silent about this for way too long, but I've seen the things I've needed to see. This isn't calling her out, this is straight up bullying her. See? 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 I'm not the only one who sees that shit! I've seen the screenshots and messages all of you've made being genuinely rude to her. But what really disappointed me, hell, what really pissed me off even, you guys went out of your way to fat shame her. I had to take a moment to pause. I had to take a moment to pause. Let us continue. I'm literally a little overweight myself and showing signs of potential eating disorder due to having low self-esteem on my own weight. What the hell, guys? This isn't justice at all. You're just downright being assholes at this point. I'm severely disappointed in you all for doing this. I hope these words get to you straight in the heart. I'm sorry, I can't see. Because if you really cared about me, you would have left Poisonous Milk alone from the very beginning instead of going out of your way to fucking harass her and call her multiple insults. That's all I need to say. Goodbye. What did I say? I told y'all from the very beginning when that fucking 14-year-old made this fucking subreddit, DM'd me, and fucking harassed me from that point. I told y'all! I told y'all! Y'all thought I was bullshitting. I told y'all! But seeing this from Crystal, of all people, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. The literal switch up is crazy. It's crazy as fuck. And then there's the one comment underneath. Crystal made it. Go ahead and ban me if you want, but if you do, just gonna let you know that you've proven my point and showed me how heartless you guys really are. So, chat, how do we feel about this post? Because, low-key, I'm shook. I'm shook. Because I was not expecting that type of switch up. I was not. I'm shook. A bitch was not ready for that. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about that. I just happened to go look, and then boom, there that post was. So, how are we feeling? Because I'm shook as hell. Confused as fuck, of course. But, like, And then there's a post on Crystal's channel too, so we gotta look at that. Let me see. Ah, damn, it's a long-ass post! It's a long-ass post! Okay, let's read the long post. This was made 31 minutes ago. Alright, chat. Let's read. And I'm reading it out loud. Note, this is targeted at those who made the recent version of r/Poisonous Mist cringe, aka the subreddit that was entirely against @ToxicMist21. That's me, bitch. Okay. Look, I know we aren't on good terms because of my own actions. But, like, that doesn't give you the right to harass her over it. What did I say? That fucking 14-year-old. That fucking 14-year-old was the one who started harassing me. And then fucking Cookie bitch started doing the same thing. Anyway, continuing. I've seen everything I needed to see, and personally, I'm disappointed in everyone that decided to get involved by harassing her, even though I specifically said for you not to do that. Yes, I admit I was a pretty egotistical asshole and a snake back then, even as much as I don't want to say it. But I'm trying my best to learn and improve, hell, even seek mental health for it. Alright, calm down, brain, don't say nothing. Anyway. But like you guys, Spiritual C, I do not know your YouTube channel, and at Chocolate Milk dash 1G are making things far worse than it has to be. I'm especially disappointed at the two of you in particular. Going out of your way to harass Poison is one thing, but literally make fun of her for being fat and calling her a pedo over the ships she makes? Really? Let me be clear. The bitch that shall not be named was doing that, and I'm pretty sure Crystal was also doing that, but we're not going to get into that. And yeah, being honest, I do see myself as fat. I do. I'm trying to work on losing weight, okay? Moving on past that. Dude, even I ship questionable shit sometimes, but your behavior really disappointed me. Like, yeah, I don't really like her ships, but I don't watch her videos because I've grown to recently learn to agree to fucking disagree with things. Some people need to learn that. Although the fact that you guys literally make fun of her and her fans for being fat really pisses me off. I'm literally a little overweight myself and have self-esteem issues that might develop into a fucking eating disorder. Sure, I dislike Poison, but I wouldn't go out of my fucking way to make fun of her weight, especially when I'm struggling with issues regarding my own weight myself. What the fuck is wrong with you? This isn't defending me in the slightest. It's just making you guys look worse. Thank you, somebody said it. Hell, it's just showing me that you guys are heartless as hell. I've made one wish, and one wish only back when I was egotistical enough and thought I didn't do anything wrong. And you did. That wish was for you not to entertain the drama. And yes, what did your fans do? They entertained the drama. That meant no talking to her, and especially no harassing her. You guys at the subreddit did the complete opposite of what I wanted you to do. You're actively going against my personal wishes by going out of your way to harass Poison and her fans. Again, somebody noticed. Somebody noticed. And I'm deeply disappointed in you all for that. So until you fix up your behavior, and learn to fucking stop, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Ooh. Because you're just doing the complete opposite of what maturity is in the first place. As to Toxic Miss 21 herself, I am so sorry that my fans are treating you like this. I genuinely didn't expect them to behave like this towards you, and I take responsibility for their behavior since they went out of their way to witch hunt you and promptly harass you for being the way you are. When I realized I was in the wrong for the whole beef we had, I genuinely tried to ignore this issue, but now I realize it made things far worse between us, which is why I made this post to speak up about it. Hold on. Excuse me. I had to cough. I am very disappointed they went out of their way to treat you like this, and you have all the right to say something about their behavior. As to everyone else who is reading this, confused on what's happening, as I stated before, do not harass Poisonous Milk no matter what content they make or what they say. Do not make the same mistake Cookie Spice and Spiritual C made by directly going against my wishes and making things worse. Please, I want to fucking move on for once, and if I hear anyone, hell, even from Poisonous Milk's fans herself, that you've been harassing them, you will be blocked from my channel just like Cookie Spice is, and just like how Spiritual C will be once I find their channel. Please stop entertaining the drama that's sprouted from my actions and my actions alone. I was immature back then, and now I fully understand I was completely in the wrong here from the beginning. But I don't want this to be far worse than it already is. So please quit this bullshit and leave Poisonous Milk be. Yeah, I know. These are really surprising words coming from me, but I genuinely mean it. Leave her alone, and that's my final. And that's final. Whoops. I'm trying to move on, and so is she. We're both trying to forget about each other, so please stop trying to make this far worse than it already is. Do not harass her, don't get involved, and move the fuck on with your day. Thank you. Edit. I found Spiritual Seeds channel. It's at Shiro Takuro 5456 or something. Safe to say they're getting blocked too for their atrocious behavior. I'm sorry they acted like this towards you. And that is the end of the post. It's May 3rd. I was not expecting this on May 3rd. And Crystal did put a comment in here. I can't believe I had to make this post, but enough is enough. I want to move on. I wanted closure, and so did Poisonous Milk. You're making things far worse than it had to be by fucking harassing her and her fans. Grow the fuck up and leave her the fuck alone. And that's it. So chat, how we feeling? How we feeling? Because right now, I did not expect this post from Crystal at all. Did not expect that. Did not expect that Reddit post. Did not expect the YouTube post. At all, I did not. Mm-hmm. So, right now, how we feeling? Well, to be honest, how do you feel? Well, there's a couple of things. So, I'll be honest. I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know. Because right now, Crystal was right about one thing. We are trying to forget each other because of all the shit that went down back in February. But the thing is, they made me feel like shit because of something they did. And I had to deal with that because I did not know how to feel. I'm a very emotional ass person. And, you know, sometimes when I get a little too attached to someone, like, emotionally, and then they do something to, like, break my heart into, like, all these pieces, like, I never know how to fucking express it. It's hard for me to express shit into words because I never know what I'm trying to say or how to say it correctly without hurting the other person. Which is why when I'm texting, it's easier for me to put all my emotions into text form because, you know, I'm not physically with this person. I'm not physically talking to this person. And it's easy for me to, you know, speak that way. Because sometimes, like, for example, like, using this as an example, because with my ex, when we were on a phone call, normally sometimes it was hard for me to talk to him and express how I was feeling after we had our arguments because, you know, my ex was a very blunt person. He said his feelings, you know, straight up. Me, it's different because, like, I get attached emotionally and physically, but most of the time it's hard for me to, like, put things into, you know, words while I'm speaking to this person. Texting, it's easier because, you know, I'm not directly talking to them. And, you know, when I'm around the person physically, I kind of get a little nervous, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But jumping back to this situation, I genuinely do not know how to feel. I'm shook because I was not expecting this post from Crystal at all. Or Clover, whatever their name is now. So right now, I guess mixed emotions. I don't really know. I was not expecting those two large posts on Reddit or YouTube. I'm shocked that they even came out and admitted this shit. I'm shocked that Crystal even admitted that they were fucking egotistical. But even dummies can figure that out from a mile away. Why? Because you can see it in the tone of how they fucking talk. You can see it in the tone of how they talk. You can see that. But just was not the post I was expecting. So, don't know how to feel, to be honest. I mean, part of me is glad that Crystal spoke up, but part of me is still on the side of not forgiving them because I'm too hurt by what they did and I just don't want to deal with them anymore. So, I don't know. I wonder how the peeps on Reddit are right now. I know they probably mad. But part of me is also glad that they did take responsibility for what their fucking fans were doing, because the fans were literally doing, like, they were literally doing the most, honestly. They were. Especially the fucking 14-year-old Spiritual C who started the fucking subreddit in the first place. Let it be known that I never DM'd them first. They DM'd me and y'all were on stream when it happened. Y'all were on stream when it happened. They went out of their way to call me a pedo, to tell me to kill myself, and fat shame me all on stream all at once. They were also threatening Capri, my little sister, who also is in the same situation as me, being, overweight. Capri is a lot more sensitive to that than I am, so I never really talk about it. Yeah. The fucking 14-year-old who started the subreddit threatened me and Capri. In DMs. Threatened me and Capri. And Capri doesn't even have Reddit. Yeah, the fucking 14-year-old did this shit to protect Crystal, but all they did was literally make themselves look fucking stupid. That's all they did. And I posted the screenshots on the subreddit that I have. I posted the screenshots. And yeah, Spiritual C, bitch, I got the DMs and they're posted. So you can't hide no more, bitch. Anyway. And yeah, I posted them all for the world to see. Because literally, this was on April 5th. Like, they DM'd me literally a month ago. Spiritual C came, like, because I was streaming that night. I forget what day April 5th was. But, I know I was streaming that day. And then while I was streaming, I get a random fucking DM from Spiritual C. And when I opened it, this is what they said. Your content sucks. I do not know why you even bother to keep on posting. You're narcissistic. You're ugly. 3 throwing up emojis. And last off, you're a goddamn pedo. And they ended it off with ill. Yeah. So that's how they started off that DM. Me being confused because I did not know what the fuck was happening. I asked, how? Explain your reasonings. That's literally what I said. You know what they said? In response to that, they said it's just facts that you're a pedo. With what proof? With what facts? What facts? You just gonna straight up say that in DMs. And then I said, explain how though. And you know what their answer was to that? Your disgusting content, obviously. They're using my content as a reason to call me a pedo. my content. The same fucking excuse that everyone I beef with uses. The same fucking excuse. My content. Bitch, are you stupid? Are you slow? Are you dumb? Is your brain in your ass? Like, hello? Yes, they said my content. The way I wanted to bitch slap them through the phone, it hurted. Because they needed a real bitch slap. Bitch slap. They needed one. And I couldn't even get one. Oh, shit! I'm sorry, it was a jump scare on the computer. And yes, I'm reading the DMs. Continuing to read the DMs. I said anything else. They said, no, you're ugly. So they proceeded to call me ugly. As many times as I do these streams, and most of y'all, even new people that just randomly come into these streams, they comment on how pretty I am. So how the fuck am I ugly? I know I'm gorgeous in my own way. I'm cute, okay? But it's just the fact, people who do this shit right here, they have nothing on me and they say the most random shit. And then I said, okay, with the, the shrugging emoji, because I didn't really give a fuck. And then they went to basically say how Crystal was in the right and for me to leave her alone. I said no, they're not. Give evidence. I gave evidence to prove that they were wrong. And then moving on. Spiritual C basically said, yes, they're in the right. You're just bloody sensitive. And again, I said there was evidence to prove that they were in the wrong. And this is what shook me. Spiritual C basically said, no, they're in the right. They have evidence against you too. They're a very good person, unlike you. And tell your stupid live stream not to call me 8. I'm not 8, I'm 14. But what got me is that they said Crystal had evidence against me, but then again, I'm wondering what evidence could that be? Then moving on. I also said if Crystal had evidence against me, then they should post it. Spiritual C goes to say they're currently taking a break, so leave her alone. They're going through too much already. They don't need you to add on to their stress. But then I said, but you said they have evidence against me, so where is it? And yeah, going on back and forth. They were getting mad at me because I was calling them out on their hypocrisy and bullshit. And they were literally using Reddit emojis because they were getting pissed with me. That's how fucking funny the shit was. They hate Shiro more than they hate me. Let that be clear. They used to be a fan of mine, but apparently I did some content that they don't fucking like. They started disliking me. Then they heard about the beef between me and Crystal. They immediately jumped to Crystal's side. And then it went on from there. But it's the fact that they hate Shiro more than they hate me. That's the funny thing. And in a subreddit that's supposed to be about me, you're posting about you hating Shiro in a subreddit that's supposed to be about me. Like, bruh, I cannot. And then they went on to basically said, you deserve all the suffering you get with the fuck you emoji multiple times. And then they said, which is why I'm glad that the bitch that shall not be named, Lilith, has been doing what they've been doing. Which is also basically harassing me and telling me that I should get raped and basically laughing at my misfortune, bringing up my ex-boyfriend multiple fucking times, which has nothing to do with my life anymore because we've been broken up for over a year now. We do not speak. We do not talk. He's blocked on fucking everything. And then on top of that, Lilith is actively committing pedophilia by fucking shipping me with real minors. Shipping me with real minors without any of our consent, actively participating in pedophilia while actively also being against it. Like, but she had the nerve to call me a pedo while the bitch that shall not be named is actually actively participating in pedophilia along with her damn boyfriend because she has multiple subreddits shipping me with multiple damn minors. But the dumbass cannot see how fucking wrong she is. Or how hypocritical it makes her look while doing this shit. She actively called me a pedo for one ship that I like, but also actively participating in pedophilia by shipping me, a real life person, with real life minors that she gets into beef with. So because she gets into beef with these minors, she feels as though it would be funny as hell to ship them with me, an adult. I had nothing to do with the beef that she had with the minors, but because Lilith fucking hates me for no actual real reason, she feels as though it would be funny to ship the minors that she has beef with me. Someone who's 2 years older than her. And this person is congratulating the bitch that shall not be named for fucking actively harassing me. Like, no. Spiritual C basically said that I'm just sensitive, that it makes them cringe how they used to be a fan of mine. I don't care. Okay? Like, let this be known. I do not give a fuck if you used to be a fan of me and you hate me now. That is your opinion. That is your thought, okay? I do not care. I really do not care. I have a whole bunch of other people who are still going to be fans of me regardless of what content I make. But the thing is, if my content offends you in any way, I do not have any problem with you letting me know, okay? Let me know what is wrong with it so that I can fucking change it if it offends you that fucking much. But FNAF ships, that's one thing I am not going to change. It's shipping. Shipping is never going away. No matter how much we hate a certain ship. Some people out here will love it. Some people will hate it. Some people will fucking despise it. Some people will throw the fuck up off of it. I do not care. Okay? I do not give a fuck. I do not care. Shipping cannot fucking hurt you. Learn to click the fuck off a damn video, you stupid bitch. Learn to click off a video if it offends you that badly. Okay? Because I don't give a fuck. Other shippers out here are not gonna give a fuck. Learn to click away. Learn to block. It is not that hard. It's not that fucking hard. It's not that fucking difficult. Learn to block. Learn to ignore. Go about your damn day. Smart ass people can do it. And then moving on. This is where they called me fat. They called me pork belly. And then they threatened to mass report my YouTube account and Reddit account if I didn't leave Crystal alone. So Spiritual C threatened me, harassed me, made fun of my weight, called me a pedo, told me to kill myself, and I have screenshot evidence to prove it all. I'm gonna try and get it closer. I'm on the PC right now. It may be a little blurry, but yeah. They did all those things. And they're 2 years younger than fucking Capri. Excuse me. Currently dying here. And I told Spiritual C that they were doing the most, because they were. Because, like, who are you? You randomly, like, the thing is, I don't even know how they found my Reddit account. They somehow found it, and then they started actively harassing me since they found my account. And then after this whole ordeal, like, hold on. They actively said that I fabricated the screenshots when I made that rant video about Crystal. They said I was fabricating the screenshots. Screenshots don't lie. Crystal made another post. Hold on. I have not seen nothing. Ow! Shit! Damn! Okay. Okay, hold on. So let me look at Crystal's post. There's two of them. Hold on. My head is hurting. At Toxic Miss 21, watching your live stream right now, and they told you to do what to yourself? Yeah, no, they're remaining blocked. I am so sorry they just threatened you like that. I take full responsibility for their behavior, and I'm sorry they acted like this towards you. I know this won't fix our rivalry at all, and honestly, I'm not looking for that. I'm just here to let you know that I'm very disappointed and angry at their actions towards you, and I hope you heal from this genuinely. With the... Okay. Alright. Alright, so that was the second post. And then Crystal says, making one last post real quick, just to confirm, at Toxic Miss 21, no, I do not have any evidence against you whatsoever. I don't know what type of crack Spiritual C was on, but all the evidence they spoke about was just you defending yourself. I don't fucking know why they made that claim, not gonna lie. Yeah, so I don't know why they made that claim either. It was ridiculous as hell. So yeah, that's what Spiritual C said. I was reading Crystal's post, so yes. Spiritual C basically said, and I quote, "Nope, you were fabricating everything, playing the victim like you always do, and you can't deny it, and they called me a bitch." And I'm like, okay. Then I said I didn't fabricate anything, I took screenshots. Spiritual C goes to say, yes, you do. Yes, you did. Your content is disgusting. You are disgusting. And you hurt Crystal. Crystal did nothing to you. They were nothing but kind to you. You hurt them. You're selfish. You and your fans will rot in hell. They said you and your fans will rot in hell. You're fucking 14 saying this shit. I'm pretty sure you're going to be in hell way longer than I am. Anyway. Then I said, you don't make any sense. They don't. They didn't. And then they turned around and said, no, your existence doesn't make any sense. And then I said, okay, you're one confusing person. They used a angry Reddit emoji because I said they were a confusing person. Because I called them a confusing person, they used an angry Reddit emoji. Because I called them in, because I said that. You got pissy because I called you one confusing person. That's like one of my tame insults. Calling you a confusing person is one of my tame insults. Now I can literally sit here and literally say I can go to my own graveyard and dig up some heavy ass insults that will literally make you fucking cry. Like, that was one of my most tame insults. I could have said, ooh. I could have said something really fucked up. But I'm not going to. And then they turned around and said, no, you are, which is why God will hate you. And then they called me a bitch again. Because I called them a confusing person, they turned around and said, this is why God will hate you. And then I just straight up asked, why DM me? Why? They DM'd me to fucking annoy me. They called me strange. They said they were completely normal. I think they're batshit fucking insane. But, that's just me. They said, I'll pray for your downfall. Then they said, now, as I was saying, I have better places to be than to talk to a fat pork-bellied bitch. Mind you, this is a 14-year-old talking to me this way. A 14-year-old. So they say, a 14-year-old. And then they got mad when I called them out saying that you DM'd me first, though. They put the angry Reddit emoji. I was laughing at them at this point because that's how fucking funny the shit was. You gonna get mad at me because I called you out because you were DMing me first. You're gonna put the angry Reddit emoji for that. You were. You did. Like, no. And then I said, how are you mad? You did message me first. The dumbass turns around and says, you can't prove it. I took screenshots, so it doesn't matter if you deleted them. Because they were starting to delete their messages after I told them I took screenshots already. Then they said, I'll sue you. You'll look so depressed on your live stream now, like you should be. They said they were going to sue me. Because I took screenshots of their messages, their DMs towards me. Mind you, they were the aggressor. I was not. Then they said, one day you'll suffer so much, you and your stupid family. Then they start talking about my family. Saying how we're gonna suffer so much. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. And then I said, interesting. Then they said, what do you mean interesting? And then they said, fuck you. Mind you, this is a 14-year-old talking to me this way. That's what makes it funny. I said, what is you mad for? You're the only one who's upset. They said, fuck you again. I said, ew, no. And then they said, your hand, I'm guessing, your sister can go suffer. I don't know what they meant by that, but then I said, and then I called them gross. They said, you're even grosser. So I mimicked their fucking insult back to them because they were getting mad. And then, like, the whole thing was just fucking stupid. Then they told me to shut the fuck up, fat pig. As I said, now I have to go. And then I said, you started the combo. So yeah, I was going back and forth. I was pissing them off. They thought they were making me mad. I was pissing them off by replying back to them. And then they said, I honestly don't care. You can go fuck yourself. And then I said, you're so pressed. They were so angry for no reason. I did nothing to this person. They were just genuinely so mad at me, and I did nothing to them. I did nothing to them. They just straight up just... Basically, they were acting like the bitch that shall not be named. Like, they got pressed at me, but they were DMing me first. They were only mad because I was responding. Mind you, I'm 8 years older than this person, and they were getting pressed at me. And I did nothing to them. Then they said, you and your sister can go fuck yourselves. Now shut the fuck up. My battery's dying, so I'ma leave. So every time they said they were going to leave and I fucking responded, they kept responding. I said, again, you messaged me first. Go charge your device. They turned around and messaged again. I don't have chargers in my house. The only charger I have is a busted up charger. I said, I really did not care. And then after I finally stopped talking to them, this is what they said. And I quote, I'ma ruin your whole career. I will find your actual address. So they were threatening to dox me. Let that be known. They were threatening to dox me. They were threatening to dox me. I'm going to make sure that you can't sleep. I'm using another device. I hope you suffer again and again and again and again. I will not stop hating on you till the day you die. They put multiple throwing up emojis. They called me a bitch 4 times in all caps. They said nobody cares about you, and they also said Crystal is better than you in every way with multiple fuck you emojis. I'm not making this shit up. That's literally what they said. They literally threatened. They literally threatened to dox me. And they said they'll never stop hating on me till the day I die. Mind you, this motherfucker used to be a fucking fan of me. And they're acting like this towards me. I did nothing to them. I did nothing to them. I did absolutely nothing to them. This fucking 14-year-old is acting like this towards me. Threatening to dox me. And all this shit. Like, bro. They said that after I stopped talking to them. I muted the conversation. And then after they got no response towards me, they called me fat twice. They called me pork. They called me pig. And then they said, I'm gonna start a mass reporting on your accounts now because it's fun watching you suffer. Also, I might get in contact with the bitch that shall not be named because then we can both make you suffer. Mind you, this motherfucker already got in contact with the bitch that shall not be named because they actively joined one of her subreddits. So yeah, I don't know how that's going, but that happened. And yeah, that's where we are at this point. That's exactly where we are. That is where we are at this moment. That is exactly where we are. So yeah. I don't know if that subreddit will stay up. I don't care at this point. Because right now, I'm used to people making subreddits about me. Hence, the bitch that shall not be named. Because her and her boyfriend still actively fucking harass me to this damn day. Because them motherfuckers don't got no damn life. Which is fucking pathetic. Like, they actively have no damn life. So yeah, that's where we are at this point. That's where we are. Spiritual Sea better not be surprised if they get shipped with you. No, because, as I said, Lilith literally gets into arguments with minors more than I do for some strange reason. And every time she gets into an argument with a minor, she goes ahead and ships them with me. Because the bitch has no fucking life. And that's where we are on this. That's exactly where we are. I don't know what else to say. Other than that's what's been happening. And now this whole thing has shook me to the core. Lilith actively projecting the pedo narrative onto me when literally she's acting like one. I would not be surprised if she comes out to say that she is one. Mind you, Lilith is, I guess, Hispanic or of some type of Hispanic heritage. I don't know which one. I do not fucking care. Because this bitch claims to be transgender. This bitch is also actively racist. And this bitch, I would not be surprised, is also a pedo. Because this bitch is actively shipping me, an adult who's 22 years old, without my consent, with actual minors that are my sister's age. Shipping us all together without our consent. You're shipping me with problematic gotcha tubers. You shipped me with Bella the Wolf. Like, I will never understand. The only thing Lilith knows how to do is piss people off, and the girl has done a great job at pissing me off. I still don't understand how you could be transgender if you are racist at the same time. Yeah, I don't know either. Lilith, the millisecond she loses an argument against a minor, ships them with an adult. Yeah. And the bitch is known for making multiple fucking subreddits on me with multiple minors. Bella the Wolf being fucking one of them. Then there was a time she shipped me with Albert, a problematic gotcha tuber who just turned 18. Sometime, I'm guessing, this year or last year. I don't care. But that happened in like early January. But yeah, Lilith is known for shipping me with multiple fucking minors. She's also known for shipping minors with adult YouTubers. She shipped a minor with Wise Fox, and I believe she shipped a minor with, there was somebody else. Oh yeah, she shipped a minor with a known pedo in the gotcha community who is basically shunned and disowned from the community. She shipped a minor with Len Totally. Like, ugh. And Lilith basically said that she hopes I end up like Hatsumiru. I'm not gonna end up like that mistake of a person. I'm not dumb enough to do some dumb shit like that. But it's the fact that the bitch was literally out here projecting what she's doing onto me while still actively fucking doing it. Like, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, apparently I'm the one to blame. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Because the shock from Crystal doing that and then having to relive all of this, it's crazy to me. So, yeah. In the words of Chloe, ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Oh, because that's what the fuck it is. Fucking ridiculous. Why is this only on 59? Okay. So, yeah. I don't know how to feel about that at all. I guess I will commend Crystal for their maturity about the situation. I mean, acknowledging that they did some fucked up shit and all of that. So, yeah. But I will be honest, Lilith being transgender does sound like a lie because she didn't bring it up until this year that she was trans. Because all last year when she was actively fucking harassing me, she said nothing about being trans. Nothing. She said nothing about being trans. The bitch called me the N-word multiple times on stream. Told me to kill myself on stream. Like, the bitch has broken ass English. The bitch is fucking Hispanic, racist, and just actively hates me for no fucking reason. Because literally, when I said, I don't know why she fucking hates me, all the bitch basically said is that she just wants me to suffer, she doesn't like my content, and all along the lines of that. So, the bitch has no real reason to hate me, she just does. So, I can't do nothing about that. And then her and her boyfriend, they actually got together over their bonded hatred of me. They got together their bonded hatred of me. The boyfriend literally asked her, since we both hate poisonous milk, do you want to be my girlfriend and all this shit like that? Lilith said yes. And that's exactly how we got here today. I wouldn't put it past them to lie about their identity of being trans, since their argument is Poi hates trans people because she hates me, which makes no sense. It doesn't. I don't hate trans people. I don't hate trans people. Because literally, Capri was literally talking to me about possibly transitioning in the future, but Capri still has to figure out her identity. She doesn't know if she is, trans or not. Because the girl has actively talked about, some things. And, part of me thinks that she will be a part of the, community. I don't know if she'll be trans or not, but we haven't really got that far in our talks. But if Capri does turn out to be trans, I'm not gonna hate her for it, because at the end of the day, she's still my sibling. Whether she wants to be he, she, or they, it doesn't matter. Okay? Still my family, regardless. Because, Capri uses, any pronouns when they're online. So, it doesn't really matter. So, let it be known, I do not hate trans people. If you're trans, I respect that. So yeah, for right now, Capri is still, female, so just online, they go by any pronouns, so. But Lilith's ass, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. Lilith is just a racist asshole, a racist bitch, and I called her out for that multiple times. Multiple times. The bitch actively uses the N-word multiple times. The bitch is fucking racist as hell. The bitch told me to kill myself. I told her to go kill herself. I did not care. I told her that. Y'all saw me on stream that day. I did tell her to go do that. Because she told me to go do it. I felt it was appropriate for me to say it back, because the bitch was being just an asshole. A major bitch. Just a bitch in general. The bitch was already losing the damn argument to begin with, because she herself, last year, she apologized for the shit that she was doing, but then left me alone for 3 months. She left me alone for 3 months and then came back and started this shit. And ever since she came back, she has not stopped. The subreddits have not stopped. Every time I was fucking reporting her ass and showing all her fucking Reddit accounts, they magically get deleted. The subreddits magically get banned. And then bada bing, bada boom, she comes up the next day in a new fucking account, a new damn subreddit, a new damn post. It just kept on fucking happening. And it kept on happening every time I gave the bitch attention. So, since I, stopped, I stopped making videos, I stopped doing all this shit. Now, the posts magically slow down. Now notice, on the subreddits, she and her fucking boyfriend, they don't post anything about me unless it's FNAF related. There was one time there was a post, it wasn't even FNAF related, they just posted about it, which is, The Rowdy Rough Boys X the Dark Rowdy Rough Boys. There was a video from like a couple months back. Yeah. But most of the time when they post about me, it's anything I post that's FNAF related. Because notice, when I post things about my OCs, nothing pops up. Honestly, ridiculous. That's like being a gay man but hating bi people, which for some reason happens on Twitter. And Lilith has done it, if I'm correct. Yes, she has. Liv, one of my viewers, who is a minor, who Lilith also argued with and shipped me with. I believe Liv is either bisexual or lesbian, and both Lilith and her boyfriend hated Liv for liking women. Yet, Lilith herself claims to be trans. Okay, Liv is bi. Yeah, so they hated Liv for liking women. While also liking men. Liv is bi. They got mad because Liv had a thing for women while they also had a thing for men. They got pissed over that, which was so fucking confusing. It just makes the claim of Lilith being trans questionable because literally, I don't think that she's trans. I really do not think that she's trans. I really don't think that she's trans. I think she's lying about that. I really do. Then that would make Lilith biphobic, not homophobic, bis, since for some reason, especially on Twitter, lesbians and gays don't like bis for some reason. I deleted Twitter a long time ago. I no longer have it, so it doesn't matter to me. So Lilith is transgender, biphobic, and racist. Yes! Yes! The bitch is. I started as bi. What would I hate? Why would I hate a community I was once in? That makes no sense. Get the fuck off my screen, Windows security! Okay. And me, my sexuality is all over the place. Started off as straight, then questioning, then bi, back to questioning, then back to straight. And then back to questioning again. I don't even know. I don't know what my sexuality is at this point. I really don't. Because, like, it was straight, then questioning, then bi, then questioning, then straight, then questioning again. So, I have no fucking idea. At this point, who cares? I don't care anymore. I don't know. My eyeball is fucking with me. And then I rip off the cheese from my pizza. What the fuck? So, enough of this shit. This stream is finished. Me and Lucky Chan have something to show you guys. And I want this night to end off on a happy note. So, fuck Lilith, fuck Spiritual C, fuck Cookie Spice. They can just all go. And that's all I'm going to say. They can go to hell. Anyway. Right now, Gacha Toxica has an update. And the next stream, I will be showing y'all what that update is. So, this stream is finished. Chat, we will see y'all in the next stream within a few seconds after I gobble down this pizza because I am greasy. Alright. We shall return.